How are you? Really don't like saying how are you? More of a how you doing guy. Okay. Sorry. Welcome. Did I say that yet? Okay. Sorry. Welcome to the Cam Tait Essays. I'm your host, Bud Zip. How you doing? How you doing? Okay. Sorry. Cam Tait Essays, Chapter 3. Cam writes by Edmonton Elks, new owner Larry Thompson. Hey, Larry, how you doing? Okay. Sorry. Cam Tait Essays, Chapter 3. Enjoy.
It's Edmonton. From the sounds of Larry Thompson's voice, he seems like the kind of gentleman a breakfast visit, budgeted for an hour, would be welcomingly exceeded. Bacon and eggs. But it wouldn't end there. I think he would graciously accept the kindness of the morning waitstaff, dutifully filling his empty coffee cup. His enthusiastic self probably would let the conversation roll on and on and on. Cold coffee? Anyone? Thompson would settle back comfortably in his chair, spinning tales of growing up in Gibbons, just a single, fresh cup of coffee drive northeast of Edmonton, and going to his first Eskimo game as a 12-year-old. Persiffy for breakfast visit was in football season. Thompson will recount last week's Canadian Football League games. All of them, because he watches all of them. Since he would swing over to his successful business career, a construction company, first in Barrhead, before migrating south to Spruce Grove, which according to Glassdoor.com had revenues of well over $100 million. After selling his company, he was given the resources to kick off his football dream, not of catching a Grey Cup-winning touchdown, rather owning a Canadian Football League franchise. The team he idolized as a child, down, first of soft, other than a Canadian Football League franchise, the team he idolized as a child. Thompson was introduced as the new owner of the Edmonton Elks Thursday, but really, it was close to a papal conclave. While he wasn't introduced as the savior of the savior of the savior, although he would probably, very quickly, dismiss such a compliment, he most certainly is. Let's call a spade a spade. Without Thompson's investment, the Elks were unceremoniously headed to extinction. To be fair, there were a total of 21 groups expressing interest in the Elks' ownership, clearly squashing notions of lack of interest in the Elks, yet Thompson was, alas, the chosen one. The striking nugget for me, interim CEO and President Rick LaLaucher mentioned to reporters Thursday that he first started talking to Thompson shortly after he came to Edmonton about a year ago to assume the interim role. Receiving minds need to ask, did the special committee struck by the Elks Board of Directors to examine viability of private ownership over being community-owned fast-track Thompson? And we steadfastly applaud this. For private ownership, that term seems to be engulfing the CFL, eluding all but the Winnipeg Blue Bombers and Saskatchewan Roughriders, who, bless their following, remain community-owned. It has a welcoming ring to it, doesn't it? Community-owned. That business model worked very well. But times Bob Dylan has been telling us for decades are changing, and they still are. The population explosion, it's perhaps a factor too, with more people, and hence more disposable incomes potentially become available, add-in costs of doing business going higher than the end zone uprights, and not taking anything away from the community-owned team. Perhaps a privately owned team is taken a little more seriously. But I invite you, at your free will, of course, to a few hundred words ago, where I shared how Thompson's age when he attended his first CFL game where he had, not one, but two dates. The Edmonton Eskimos and the CFL, he fell in love with both of them, and you could hear the May passion in his voice of his is still his heart-throbbing moment of that first kiss. Or, in this affair, two kisses, which in the sweetest unromantic gesture, encourages one another. Like Image turns 52 this year, I would like to respectfully submit Thompson. Remember how he felt and how that feeling grew and grew and grew. Now think of that as a new owner in a market that needs new blood, new fans. The mission then is to cleverly come up with ways to attract young fans with today's thinking and technology. There is, after all, an abundance of both. I said it before and I'll say it again. Create a new state-of-the-art CFL video game. That's how you get young people engaged. And that may be Thompson's keyword in this new building project. It's given Edmonton's pedigree of business people, the 21 other applications, and really, that's what they were. Applications to be Elks owner are to be recognized clearly. There is no winner here. Thompson is the perfect owner. His remarks to the media assembled on Commonwealth Stadium Field were 1 minute and 13 seconds. That in itself, speaks volumes. Thompson's ownership isn't about him. Not at all. Thompson wasn't in an exact tailor-made suit with the finest material for Thursday's announcement. A burgundy sports jacket, colorful shirt, and jeans are his style. He's a fan, first who wants to, as he said, bring back the winning ways. Larry Thompson can make a direct impact.
How you doing? Okay. So sorry. Thanks for dropping in. Please subscribe to podcast, not to be confused with prescribed, like a doctor's prescription. Okay. Sorry. We'll be back soon with another episode soon. Don't know when, but it could be soon. But I hope not next Tuesday, because I have Uncle Willoughby's birthday party at Okay. Sorry. Please come back. For Cam Tait Essays, I'm Bud Zip.